So friends, I'd like to see a show of hands first. If I were to ask you, who in this crowd would like to sit across the table, have a cup of coffee, and get to know the man who fought apartheid, was imprisoned 27 years, and at the end came out victorious? A show of hands, please, for who would like to meet Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, maybe.
Thank you. For the rest of you, if I would tell you that you could know what makes, Virgin Group, Richard Branson, what makes him tick? If I could tell you that you could somehow know how Lance Armstrong fought cancer and beat world records at cycling, or how an African-American Mr. President Barack Obama ran for elections in the most powerful nation of the world, would you be interested?
Yes.
Well, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, my guess, let me show you how we could do that. Here is Nelson Mandela. Here is Lance Armstrong, his autobiography. Here is President Barack Obama, of course, and the visionary Richard Branson. So, we have everything we need to know right there. We want to learn, we're inspired, we want to imbibe their learnings, their teachings, but yet we will not read. Or maybe we want to learn something that relates to our area of work, but we will still not read. Why? Yes, I know, reading is time consuming. And we're so busy in our schedules, are we not? Otherwise, reading is boring, it's just black and white. Let's wait for the movie to release, and we go watch the colors. But ladies and gentlemen, you're not alone. Let me share with you some alarming statistics that were published by Harvard Business Review. According to HBR, 30% of high school students will not touch a book after high school. Hold on, it gets worse. A whopping 42% of college graduates will not touch a book after. So this, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to my topic of today, the dying culture of reading, and why it is imperative that we breathe life into it. Mark Twain said it beautifully. Do you know what he said about books? He said, a man who does not read good books has no advantage over a man who cannot read them. So let us quickly move into seeing why. I will share a few reasons why I think reading would be good for all of you. My first reason takes from the great people out there. We have words from great minds in books. We can just learn from them. Why reinvent the wheel when it already exists in a huge reservoir of books available to us? You can simply read and learn how to be a good leader. You can learn how to be a good cook. You could learn how to be a good parent. The list is endless. Do we all agree?
Yes.
Okay. Then there's the second reason. Vocabulary. It's been used many times in the meeting today. Vocabulary is the currency of communication. Every book you pick up will add to your repertoire of words available at your disposal. Next, grammar. Most of us are grappling with grammar. You don't need grammar books. Just pick up a sustained reading habit. Your brain, consciously or unconsciously, will learn how to structure sentences, how to place words within them. You don't have to take up grammar books and learn nouns and pronouns and continuous tense. Just pick up books and read. Another thing, when you're reading a story, you need to remember. You need to remember who are the characters, what's the story, what are the events. So what happens with this? Your memory is engaged. Either you use them or you lose them, your gray cells, I mean. So now we know two things already. What does reading do for you? Helps you know what happens in the great minds of people. You learn from what they have learned. You also make your own mind great, right? And third is professional success. We're all here to grow, to improve. If you read and you're engaged in what's happening in your industry, your knowledge, your awareness, your vocab, your grammar will shine through, be it your oral communication or be it your written communication. And people will notice. I myself am a staunch believer in the power of communication. As I said, a strong vocabulary is the currency in which communication takes place. I would not be here propagating this to you if I hadn't witnessed it firsthand. I am actually an unofficial proofreader at work for senior members of staff. I haven't told them I can do it. They can see it. Let's not go that far. Let's look what's happening at the division level. They're exploiting me, asking me to write and do proofreading for them. Jokes apart, let's look at the 3 key reasons quickly summarize. 1. Learn from the great people who walked our planet before us. Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't make these mistakes that somebody else has made. Learn from them. It's pretty logical, isn't it? Not. Number 2. Vocabulary, grammar, and memory. You are only helping yourself. And number 3, professional success. People are watching you and are absolutely measuring you at work. Wherever you go, if you deliver a powerful speech, articulated well, delivered well, you have the power to move masses. But if you go to a group of people and deliver to an audience a speech that's not properly articulated, you can lose credibility faster than anything else. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that this has resonated with somebody, and I hope that it inspired all of you to go home, pick up a book, and pick up that habit that you left so many years ago. Toastmaster Dave, over to you.